Community Showcase. Welcome to my channel. Commander Root. Welcome to my channel. _Apple_Betable_0. Welcome to my channel.
I sense the temple is free of the Daedric incursion. We are well pleased. While you fought for my glory, I learned more about our foes. Magistrix Vox used Daedric magic to split the seams of the wards around the High Chapel. Then she opened an Oblivion Gate to fill the temple with Daedra. Vox seeks to desecrate the temple, steal our holy artifacts, and then loose Daedra upon Mournhold. If she succeeds, a great many of my children will die, and my people may lose confidence in the Tribunal. That would be catastrophic. You need to get into the High Chapel. Vox managed to bypass the defenses, but its wards are still in place, drawing on the full power of the Tribunal. We must get you past those wards. Without the blessing of each of the three, no mortal may pass through the wards and enter the High Chapel. You have more than proven yourself to me. You have my blessing already. Go to the cloisters of Vivec and Sothasil. My companion gods are absent, but they left trials I can activate to grant their blessings. Pass the trials, and you will be blessed.
S1FAKA. Welcome to my channel.
Sothasil values intelligence and ingenuity. He builds, he maintains. He is the master of his creations. He shall test these qualities in you. Sothasil has devised a test that allows him to learn more about you each time you complete it. You are to repair one of his clockwork toys, and then break it. All gears turn like the hurling disc. All artifice is ephemeral, and at times, parts are of more use than the whole. There. Divine wisdom. Does that satisfy you?
Welcome to my channel. Bloodlustre. Welcome to my channel. Meanie. Welcome to my channel. Meanie. Said. Sleep high. Sweet Dark Dragoness. Said. Hi Meanie 8th. Meanie. Said. Hi. Laughing face. Said. How's you? Sweet Dark Dragoness. Said. Doing fine, just doing some puzzles in Elder Scrolls Online, smiley face. Sweet Dark Dragoness. Said. And how are you today?
Your
Smiley
reason
face.
surpassed the Arbiter's trap. In doing so, you've revealed yourself to us. You do not fully comprehend. Such is your imperfection.
Meanie. Said.
We are the imperfection
Tired
of
but
Sothosil,
besides dat fine
excised from his
X3.
being, yet never truly apart. We measure the indulgence of inspiration against the necessities of progression. You will never know. You are not Sothosil. Perfection can never truly be attained. By testing one's constantly degrading mechanism against this unknowable goal, you reveal the imperfections of your own device. Can you accept this necessity? For comprehending the necessity of imperfection, you have earned the blessing of Sothosil.
Sweet Dark Dragoness. Said. Maybe you might want some coffee? Laughing face. Meanie. Said. Had 20,4L coffee, laughing face. Meanie. Said. I just need to not go to bed at 12:30 AM today XD. Sweet Dark Dragoness. Said. OX.X that is kinda a lot.
My lord Vivec, I bear the most grievous news. Belronan Telvanni challenged me to a duel of blood. I regret to say, I won. It was a small cut upon the arm, enough to settle the matter, but he fell dead. I was advising Tolnus and Galtzer when the others arrived. Belronen full of anger, Fenila a sneer on her lips, and Morami resigned to what came next. Belronen claimed I'd interfered in his affairs. He insisted I knew what he meant. Of course not. I told him so, but he claimed it a lie and challenged me to a first blood duel. Then everything turned to death. My blade ended his life and directly caused his turmoil. I willingly submit to your judgment, Lord Vivec.
Vivec's trial will measure your clarity of judgment. He saw our blessed people through
Meanie
vexing times.
said.
His wisdom reveals
It's
the
okay,
secrets
I
others
do
keep.
det for years with
So shall
0,4
yours be put to
L.D.
the test. Vivec's teachings often take the form of allegories and tales. His lessons are learned by listening and then acting. His challenge exemplifies that approach. You must listen, then act. A temple worker named Varman dueled Belronen Telvanni, slaying him before witnesses. But Varman was a loyal spy. To incite such discord was against his nature. As Vivec did, speak with Varman. Determine who truly slew the Telvanni.
Lord Vivec, Varman should be dead on the floor. Belronen wouldn't share the note that Temple Netch sent his way, but assured me its contents were vile. One sworn to the temple, quibbling over coin. You should kill him yourself, my lord.
Fenila lent Belronen her blade before the duel. I insisted Varman and Belronen swap weapons. You would think she was Ash Mountain the way she fumed.
A tragedy, Lord Vivec. Belronen's death in the temple brings great shame to his house. I had thought reasoned words could dissuade him from the duel. Such temper is common to House Telvanni, but it's not my place to question their reliability.
Lord Vivec, I was here when Belronen issued his challenge. He would still live if not for Fenila. She stoked the Telvanni's rage, urging him not to back away from an insult to his honor. She called herself his friend. Curious way to show it. Lord Vivec, I was here when Belronen issued...
Finila's words are incorrect, Lord Vivek, though she clearly believes them. I haven't contacted Balronan for months, and would never have done so without your direction. Wealth has no meaning next to serving you, my lord. This you know to be true. Your word is unquestioned. I am here to command. Though my blow caused Balronan's death, it was set in motion by another hand. I will aid you in discovering the source of this duel, if you will it.
Lord Vivek, I was...
A tragedy, Lord Vivek. Balronan's death in the temple brings great shame to his house. I had thought reasoned words could dissuade him from the duel. Such temper is common to House Telvanni, but it's not my place to question their reliability. Of course I sold her poison. As your keen eye no doubt realized, the writing on Varman's note to Balronan was my own. He sold forbidden relics,
S1FAKA.
so I gave him the tools to shame
Welcome to
himself
my
and
channel.
his house. I'm delighted he took me up on it.
Lord Vivek, Varman should be dead on the floor. Balronan wouldn't share the note that Temple Netch sent his way, but assured me its contents were vile. One sworn to the temple, quibbling over coin. You should kill him yourself, my lord. Morami sold me poison yesterday. I'd planned to hunt cliff racers next week, but decided this was a better way to get rid of vermin, so I poisoned the blade. Balronan should never have traded weapons. Worse, he should never have lost to Varman.
Fenila lent Balronan...
Your word is unquestioned.
My lord, the life of one such as Varman bears no comparison to Balronan Telvanni. Yes, I sought to root corruption from the temple by poisoning that pile of scrib jelly. I'd do it again.
I did nothing but provide opportunity for a heretic to destroy himself. The act of dueling anyone within the temple would undo him. It's only fitting the Fetcher did so with the tools I presented, and with such finality.
Fenila lent Balronan...
Lord Vivek, I was here...
Your word is unquestioned. I am here to command. Though my blow caused Balronan's death, it was set in motion by another hand. I will aid you in discovering the source of this duel, if you will it.
My lord, the life of one such as Varman bears no comparison to Balronan Telvanni. Yes, I sought to root corruption from the temple by poisoning that pile of scrib jelly. I'd do it again.
our skin and wrought our judgment. You exposed the lie at the core of all truth. This may be lost on you. It does not matter. We are echoes of Vivec. Nothing more. All things less. We recall the wisdom of his judgment, which differed from your own. You could not know. You are not Vivec. Both. Neither. We rewarded Fenila for her cunning, yet House Redoran suffered for poisoning a Telvanni in another's duel. We flayed Morami for her actions, yet elevated House Hlalu for its actions in exposing a heretic. Can you accept this truth? Judgment. You have earned Vivec's favor. Receive our blessing.
You're too late. Vox has the artifact. The judgment of Veloth is hers. I may fall, but you were too late to stop Magistrix Vox. She will destroy you all!
Meanie said. BRBO/. Sweet Dark Dragoness said. Okies, smiley face.
I felt a burst of power from the temple and ventured within, fearing the worst. But you've prevailed. What have you discovered? I will discover what powers the judgment of Veloth possesses and why Vox has stolen it. In the meantime, you must pursue Magistrix Vox. For your heroism and service this day, I name you a Hand of Almalexia. Go with my blessing upon you. I will discover. As Vox fled Mournhold, she went east. With the recent troubles, the Ordinators are on high alert. One of them saw her headed that way. To the east of Moorhold lies Selphora, a quiet village known for its independent spirit. Vox almost certainly passed through there. Start your search in Selphora.
Bloodluster. Welcome to my channel.
What? Haven't you ever seen a wood elf before? I know I'm...
The right tool for the right... The right tool for the... right tool.
What? Haven't you ever seen a wood elf before?
Anything I can do for you?
Good to see you.
What? Haven't you ever seen a wood...
The right tool for
I like to write poetry.
The Muth-Nar monks use an ancient Daedric artifact to heal. How dare the very Ansu interfere with their holy work?
Take pride in your work, I always say. I've got what you need.
My weapons.
S1FAKA. Welcome to my channel.
the right tool for the right job.
Selling, buying, trading. Right here.
Come, do your trading
This is taking longer than I'd planned.
What an amazing thing, this Ebonheart Pact.
I erect the spine of...
I don't remember the last time things were this hectic.
Can you believe we have to register to enter the city?
I heard the Maulborn have spies in the city. Maybe that's what all the fuss is about. don't remember the last time things were this hectic.
Can you believe we have to register to enter the city?
I heard the Maulborn have spies in the city. Maybe that's what all the fuss is about. I don't remember the last time things were this hectic.
Can you believe we have to register to enter the city?
I heard the Maulborn have spies in the city. Maybe that's what all the fuss is about. I don't remember the last time things were this hectic.
Can you believe we have to register to enter the city?
I heard the Maulborn have spies in the city. Maybe that's what all the fuss is about.
So much to do.
I don't remember the last time things were this hectic.
Can you believe we have to register to enter the city?
I heard the Maulborn have spies in the city. Maybe that's what all the fuss is about. I don't remember the last time things were this hectic.
Can you believe we have to register to enter the city?
I heard the Maulborn have spies in the city. Maybe that's what all the fuss is about.
You know, I think I'll stay right here for a while. I shouldn't have stood up. Look how swollen that ankle is. Resting my twisted ankle, I was sent to Mournhold to get help for Master Rastin, but an Aelid chased me into the swamp. Stupid Aelid. Please, go to our trading post and speak to Tevini Hadran. She could really use your help. Master Rastin went to talk to the leaders of the Mabragash tribe and never came back. Tevini can tell you more if you're interested.
I miss Ebonheart. I wish I was home. Master Rastin Vendil is missing. He went into the Mabragash camp to make a trade deal. It seems he, misread the mood of this tribe. Something went wrong. I wish we'd never come to the Vale of the Ghost Snake. Ashlanders, but even more isolated than most, worship some snake spirit. Rastin wants to trade for their unique snakeskin leather. They won't tell me anything right now, probably because I'm part of House Hlaalu. Maybe they will talk to you. I heard that the Farseer calls the shots, but Rastin dismissed the notion. He wants an exclusive deal for the beautiful leathers the Mabragash make, and he may have overstepped. Rastin was speaking to Gulakan Haranot the last time I saw him. Who knows how these places get their names? Ithrini said she heard that the ghost snake was Sithis. Nonsense if you ask me. All I know is that I saw big snakes near the swamps. They looked very real to me, not ghostly. Thank you for agreeing to look for Master Rastin. I'm sure he was going to talk to Gulakan Haranot. Perhaps he can tell you where Rastin's gotten to. I think the Farseer runs the tribe, but Rastin dismissed that idea. He doesn't believe a woman could have that kind of power. I hope he didn't insult her. Anyway, Rostin went to talk to Gula Khan Harinat. That was the last time I saw him. Who knows how these places get their names? Ithrini said that the ghost snake they worship is Sithis. Nonsense if you ask me.
S1FAKA. Welcome to my channel.
What can the Mabragash do for you, outsider? Outsiders have no place here. The House Hlalu Highlands should pack up and go. The trader is in Farseer Bodani's hands now. That thought has also crossed my mind. You think like a wise woman. I like that. The trader insulted the Farseer and her anger has blinded her to such consequences. Talk to wise woman Iru Ahan. She may be able to help you. If you must. That ignorant outsider. Let's just say that he mocked us and made the Farseer very angry. He will serve the Ghost Snake. The Farseer will make sure of that. We do not welcome outsiders, but we treat them with courtesy if they respect our ways. We don't make up stories just to frighten outsiders. This Vale is an ancient place, protected by an ancient entity. The Mabragash have served that entity for many generations.
You are not one of the women from the Hlalu outpost. What do you want? The merchant isn't your concern. His fate is in the hands of the Farseer and the Ghost Snake. Still, something disturbs the Vale. I thought it was the merchant, but now the signs and portents point to you. The signs and portents are all around us, influencing events. Can you not see them? If you want my advice, you should... Wait, what's that? Your presence has aroused the Serpent Bound.
What madness is this, restless spirits? Why have you left the sanctity? Be calm, spirits. Trust in the wisdom of the Ghost Snake.
This is an outrage! I want to speak to the man in charge of this tribe, you crazy woman!
Another outsider. But this one... I have seen this one in my visions. We must speak. I'm not sure if I should welcome you or curse you. This fool has pestered our hunters, importuned our wise women, and insulted me by demanding to speak to the man in charge of our tribe. I brook no challenges to my authority, or disruptions to the Vale. I was going to take him to the Ghost Snake, but all that changed when you arrived. I have seen a vision of you upon the coiled path. You have a role to play in deciding the fate of this man, and our Vale. There is something unusual about you. I sense it, and certainly the Ghost Snake knows of you. Talk to this man. Take his measure. Then speak to me when you're ready to face the trial of the Ghost Snake.
I'm a master trader from House Hlalu. I'm welcome everywhere, but these people want to sacrifice me to some snake. How should I know? I'm an honest merchant. I just wanted to set up a little trade agreement with the tribe. They make some gold, we make some gold, everybody wins. Next thing I know, they tie me up and act like I committed some crime. I was soaking up the local flavor, if you know what I mean. These Mabrigash ladies are lovely, but my flirting made that witch Badani mad. Besides, they refuse to let me speak to the man in charge. Why are they being this way? Well, I did ask the Farseer to summon her boss and get me a glass of Shane, but I asked nicely and everything. Don't let them feed me to the snake. I didn't do anything wrong. I hope she listens to reason. She acts like she's in charge, but she wouldn't even listen to my proposal. Trade proposal, mind you, not a marriage proposal. Those snake hides would earn them plenty of gold. Plenty of gold for all of us.
Back inside.
Of course, of course. Care to join me? Oh, never mind. I'm going.
I see shifting shadows and change in our future. And what do you think of that, man? Yet he
Meanie
managed to offend and
said,
insult nearly everyone.
Feed him
my
to
visions
Snake.
tell me that you will decide this man's fate, as well as the fate of my tribe. You will walk the coiled path and seek counsel with the ghost snake.
Sweet Dark Dragoness said. Yeah, surprised face, it is a shame that is not a option. Meanie said. It's not. Sad face. Sweet Dark Dragoness said. Yep, the writers didn't think about that.
Follow the coiled path to the Fang Spires. Collect exactly 8 bog rats along the way to make a proper offering. Few ever reach the spires. Serpent-bound ghosts will challenge you every step of the way. They already sense your presence. The vision I had was strong. Your choices determine the fate of Merchant and Mabrigosh alike. But you must speak to the Ghost Snake. The coiled path begins just outside the village, but know that the Serpent-bound will block your way. The Ghost Snake has a taste for bog rats. They make a proper offering, but only if you bring exactly 8 of the plump creatures to the Fang Spires. Do not question the will of the Ghost Snake. Besides, that's exactly the number of rats that fit in the bag I gave you. More than that, I cannot say. The mystery of the sacred number is not for the ears of an outsider.
Sweet Dark Dragoness said. Sacred number 8.
The vision I had was strong. Your choices determine the fate of Merchant and Mabrigosh alike. But you must speak to the Ghost Snake. The coiled path begins just outside the village, but know that the Serpent-bound will block your way.
meanie. Said. Sad face, okay IMA go back lurks gone play with a bud. Sweet dark dragoness. Said. Have fun. Smiley face, sweet dark dragoness. Said. Thank you for lurking.
Your offering pleases me. The warm blood was sent by those who honor and protect this veil. Most curious. Every path leads in two directions, into light and into darkness. Light and dark, good and evil, sunlight and shadow. Two sides to all things, little warm blood. Let me show you. How curious to see. The warm blood is skillful and cunning. The Marbrigash must make their own choices. Connect with the world outside or remain isolated. It is never only light or shadow. As long as they honor my kin and I, they are free to do as they please. Some can stay isolated in the Vale, or some may choose the outside world. Two sides of the same path. The merchant's presence has already changed the Vale. What happens next is inevitable. I am the Ghost Snake. I am both constant and ever-changing. One thing to you, another perhaps to the Marbrigash. Aid the Marbrigash as you will. The choice is yours to make. I can send you back to the Farseer. She waits for you at her tent.
You walked the coiled path and survived? Has the Ghost Snake spoken? Ghost Snake is wise, but inscrutable. I had hoped he would demand that we bring the merchant to him. It's no coincidence that you arrived at the same time as the merchant. You are bound up in this. You must help us decide. I crafted a snake totem representing the entwined fates of the Mabragash and the merchant. Get it from my tent. I will have the merchant brought here. A decision must be made. Our fate depends upon it. Now you must choose. If the Mabragash are to remain isolated, place the totem in the fire. If we are to change our ways and trade with the Hlalu, give the totem to the merchant. He will remain in the Vale, serving the Ghost Snake. I know only that it will change us. Whether for good or ill, only time will tell. Seek guidance where you would. Speak to my people, the merchant, or even the merchant's assistant if you wish. But then you must choose.
What's your step among the Mabragash, outsider? Rostin claims things won't change, but I don't trust him. If you ask me, the Hlalu are just one step above thieves. If it were up to me, Rostin would have quietly disappeared the first night he arrived here. But you're the one making the decision, not me.
I'm a respected House Hlalu merchant. How dare they treat me this way? So they treat me like some sort of criminal? I've been nothing but respectful, and trade would help them. Of course I benefit. I'm a merchant. Trading is what I do. How about this? Propose a limited trade agreement on their terms, and I'll agree to keep other traders away from the Vale.
I knew a woman would successfully navigate the coiled path. At first, I just wanted the merchant to go away. But I've been thinking, perhaps it wouldn't be so bad to deal with the outside world. No, many are set in their ways and fear change. But if we're cautious, we may benefit in the long run. I've spoken to some of the Mabragash wise women. They've been perfectly polite. I've been on the receiving end of Rostin's vaunted charms a time or two. I'm not surprised he managed to offend every woman in the Vale. I wonder if the Farseer would consider another option. I don't wish Rostin ill, but I have an idea. They let Rostin live, as long as he promises never to speak of the Vale or return here. Then they sign a trade agreement with me. They deal with me, and I keep other Hlalu traders away. It's a mutually beneficial arrangement. Everyone wins. Rostin doesn't end up as snake food. I gain prestige among the Hlalu, and Mabragash can limit the amount of influence the outside world places on the Vale.
Our fate rests in your hands. By your next action, our fate will be sealed. If the Mabragash are to grant access to the Vale, give the totem to the merchant. If we are to remain isolated, tending the Vale without outside interference, burn the totem in the fire. My vision was clear. Your actions will affect our future, perhaps in ways we cannot yet see. Tevini spoke with Iruahan and made that same suggestion. A sly ploy. Clever. I admire that. I would be willing to deal with a smart woman who respects and understands our ways. Roston will remain our guest while we finalize details with the female trader. We have ways to make sure he never speaks of us again. But have no fear. He will be released shortly. Pity. He would have served the Ghost Snake well.
Turn back, traveler. There was an explosion and now Selphora is overrun. I was injured trying to get to the inn. I don't know what happened. The elders were gathered in the center of town. Then there was a flash, and suddenly spirits were everywhere. So many people died, but they remain here as angry and vengeful spirits. I think so, but probably not far. I need to go to the inn. That's where survivors were gathering.
Community Showcase. Welcome to my channel.
Elenisi? Thank the three you made it. We feared the worst. Have you brought help?
It was a close call. I'd be dead if not for this traveler's assistance.
You've chosen a bad time to visit Selphora, stranger. Spirits roam the streets and unquenchable fire consumes the town. Selphora is lost.
Don't be too hasty, Meldris. Our new friend is powerful. I've seen what the traveler can do. I never thought I'd be so happy to get back in this inn. I think so. At least for the moment. But we're worried there are other survivors still outside. There's a temple on the hill overlooking the town. We're hoping that others have found sanctuary there. We're no match for ghosts. I barely survived skirting the edge of town. None of us would make it there. Yes, I saw how you handle yourself. I know you can make it. It's on the other side of the bridge. There's a staircase to the south of here, but I can't tell you if the path is safe or not.
How can I work in these conditions? I'm a healer, not a... Hello, traveler. I'm Selphora's healer. Not that it means much now. This disaster has left me short on supplies. All I've got left are bloody rags and soothing words. Almost everything. Herbs, poultices, bandages. We weren't prepared for this. There are supplies scattered throughout Selphora.
Spread out!
Things have never looked worse.
What hope is there?
S1FAKA. Welcome to my channel.
You saved the woman. You have my thanks. Yes, that is true. My suffering follows a different path. I'm cursed to only observe. My thoughts, my memories, they're a jumble. I think there may be a way to save the town. It's so hard to remember. I can't. It's as if a fog covers my past. I know I am cursed and little more. This is my home, and I must watch this suffering. If the veil lifts from my mind, I'll tell you what I can. There was a decanter somewhere in the temple below. Its water was holy. You have seen the strange fires throughout town? I remember that much. Maybe this liquid can quench those flames. I feared I don't know for certain. So many things I don't know. You'll have to test it. See if the water will work on the magic fire within the chamber of the tree. Look for a brazier of unnatural flame. When Saint Veloth came to Resdain, what Morrowind is now, he planted the seeds of his homeland. Only the Tree of Somerset survived. This temple was built around it. Strange. Why do I remember this clearly, when all else is fog? Be wary, stranger. My heart tells me spirits aren't the only things left in the wake of Selfora's destruction. You saved the woman.
You will not save her.
You gained the decanter. There was an echo here, but now it is silent. The defilement begins to lift from Selfora. The fog begins to clear, but so many memories rush in. What you fought was an echo of Magistrix Vox. She left it here to bind the spirits to this place. Part of her punishment of Selfora. There's something you must see. praise to the three Magistrix Vox. To what do we owe the honor of your visit?
Behold, I bear the hammer of Veloth, priest. I have come to rally my people against the taint of the three.
What are you saying, Vox? Have you gone mad?
Mad? You want to see mad? Let me show you true madness.
I have shown you everything I can remember. I remember my death, but that is the past now. You have more pressing matters to deal with than to listen to a ghost's stories. You have the decanter now. There are two people still trapped in the town, a young man and a woman, but the magical fire closes in on them. Yes, that should work. Find the houses in which they are trapped and save them. At last, my vision clears.
I need aid!
Who are you? How did you get past the flames? You don't have to tell me twice.
I knew someone would come. I never gave up hope. It's close by. Now that the fire's out, I should be able to make it.
My mother and brother are safe, and I have you to thank. Praise the three they survived. So not every spirit in Selphora is filled with hate? Then I am thankful to it that my mother and brother are still alive. My father, Tiden Arthalin. No one has seen him since the catastrophe struck. Was he at the temple? Maybe he went to the town hall. It's usually locked. Here, take this key. Please, he might be hiding there. He might be injured.
Were you able to find any supplies? Thank the three, and thank you, friend. Now I can do something to help these injured people.
Tiden's gone, I'm afraid. I'm all that remains of his too short life. I was. What's the proper way to say that when you're dead? Don't be. You saved my family. And you can do something more. You can save Selphora. With the decanter, it can do much more than put out magical fires. It's a vessel for spiritual energy. So much to explain. Understand this. The echo of Vox that you fought earlier isn't gone. It's my jailer and tormentor. I'm chained to it, but it's also chained to me. Go to the crater in the middle of town. When you get there, I'll summon Vox's echo. Defeat the echo again, but this time, draw it into the decanter. This is where our end began. I showed you Magistrix Vox's arrival and how she demanded we join her. Treason! We would not do it. When we refused, she decided to make an example of us. She used St. Veloth's judgment to tear a hole in Selphora. And then, in an instant, the souls of half the townsfolk were ripped from their bodies. They flew into the hammer. She left nothing but twisted remnants of those souls behind, as guardians of sorts. Undo? No. Soothe? Maybe. But first, you must defeat the Echo of Vox. It holds the corruption here. It's the poison in Selphora's wound. Prepare yourself. The Echo of Vox approaches. Come forth, Echo of Vox. Come forth, vile parasite. Face your doom.
How dare you summon me, TV? You shall suffer for this outrage.
You did it! The Echo of Vox is defeated, and the fires and spirits have dissipated. With Vox's echo gone, I am free. Tell my family I love them. Tell them to carry on.
Why must I suffer so?
We heard a commotion outside. What happened? Did you find my father? Oh no. Is it about father? He's dead, isn't he? No! Tell me he's all right. Please! He never abandoned his principles. My father was a stubborn but good man. Oh, Father, he was the best man I've ever known. What will we do without him? Carry on? Oh, Father, we'll try, but we'll miss him so. At least we know what happened. Thanks for freeing us from this horror. No. Carry on.
There is no help here. Oh, I pray all is not lost. There's trouble at the shrine of St. Veloth. I came to find help, but it appears that Selphora has problems of its own. Oh, it happened so fast. Magistrix Vox called forth St. Veloth himself and then unleashed a wave of destruction. The spirit of the saint himself seems to be affecting. I ran all the way here to find some help. Can you help us?
Khajiit defilers have ruined us. There is no hospitality here, stranger. Our village was attacked. Khajiit pirates. They're raiding our village, taking slaves and supplies. I gathered our survivors here, but I won't leave without Liovata. Cursed cats! And where were the Dark Elves? Their fleet is supposed to guard the coast. My mate and our spiritual leader. She was in the village when the pirates attacked. I'm just an old salt rice farmer outsider. I beg you, find her and bring her back. Liovata is a skilled mage, but she is still just one Saxhleel. Please, find her and bring her back safely. She guides us to live in peace and simplicity. She is the sun and rain that nourishes our small group. We came here to follow her teachings, to escape the violence of the world and live uncomplicated lives. We tried to follow the pure stream, but that path isn't always easy. Instinct tells us to form a fist and strike, especially when the enemy is upon us. But we are not warriors. We have no weapons or armor, and we are afraid.
You are to blame for all this. You and your foolish mate. You will all pay for your disrespect. I will have my revenge.
Why, Egg Brother? Why couldn't you be content to stay with us in this warm, fertile place? Oh, I heard. I thought you were my Egg Brother, Seeks the Night. He led them to us. He hated that my mate was the village elder. He even gave the invaders our sacred relics. Such treachery in our own clutch. Your desire to help our people gladdens my heart. I wish my Egg Brother had your spirit. The Khajiit stole our sacred stones, and their sorceress took the Hist branch we brought back from Black Marsh when we settled here. Hurry! The Khajiit do not care about what they stole. They could damage the relics. Can you get them back before that happens? If you do, meet me at the large rocks to the north of the village. I'll answer what I can, but ask quickly. Yes, as much as it pains me to admit it. My egg sack of a brother always believed he would be the next village elder, but Varazin was chosen instead. Seeks the Night always hated Varazin, but to doom us to slavery, I spit on my own Egg Brother. They set up a tent for her along the shore. I'm sure you'll find her there, gloating over the treasure she stole from our village. And Seeks the Night gave her the Hist branch as a gift. That's the most profane disrespect a Saxhleel can show. You think you can take the little branch from Maravar? Think again, clawless corn. Have you found our stones and the branch? I'm glad my trust was well placed. To lose the Hist branch, that would have been too much tragedy for me. Six the Knight has caused me more than enough pain. How could he betray us to the pirate slavers? Is his heart really so full of hate? The Khajiit use chains and locks to bind the captured villagers. Find the key and set them free. It seems so simple when I say it, but I'm sure this river hides jagged rocks. It is beyond my abilities. Just a little advice. Start at that large tent. That's where I'd hide my key if I were a Khajiit. If you are not killed and left to the crabs, I will meet you at the meditation mound when you are finished. Watch for Six the Knight. He is like a vile mist that slips through the narrowest of cracks. Once free, they will hide in the marsh until the Khajiit are done looting our village. They're lazy creatures, easily distracted. They will grow bored and depart long before they can capture us again. Only the sacred stones and the Hist branch matter. Anything else they take He's just a thing. Unimportant and easily replaced. But the villagers, they cannot be replaced. Please, save them.
Be gone, outsider. This is not your affair. Misguided spawn of a rotten egg, meddling in affairs that don't concern you. And you're an outsider fumbling around in events you don't understand. Leave this place before you do something you'll regret.
Got to get out of here.
Sniveling, flea-bitten, mangy Khajiit. Those opportunistic, vile, simpering creatures are unworthy of the lives they possess. I'm watching the pirates and letting my anger rise like the ocean at high tide. The Khajiit must pay for their attack on our village, but my courage hasn't yet reached the level of my anger. I demand vengeance. Burn their boats, kill the bastards, but most of all, get their wretched captain. I want Captain Sadir dead. He sleeps in his ship's rigging while we suffer. Ring the ship's warning bell to wake the cur. Here, use this torch to burn their boats. So you've met the Argonians of Silent Mire. Peaceful, meditative, calm, accepting. Well, not me. Our home was attacked. My friends killed. Of course I'm angry. Vengeance will make me feel better. So pile those cat corpses high.
I've got to get out of here.
S1FAKA. Welcome to my channel.
Set me free.
You persist in annoying me. You are as irritating as a marsh fly. Why try to mend what is already broken beyond repair? You've spent too much time with miserable dark elves and stupid Nords. I'll not be baited by your taunts. I'm long gone from this place, fool. You're speaking to an echo. You cannot harm me any more than you can hurt your own shadow. And I will enjoy watching you fumble and fail. Go back to my sister and tell her of her thin-scaled mate's failure. Varazine was never worthy to lead the village. He couldn't stop me, and he was never worthy of my sister.
You rescued the villagers captured by the Khajiit. He fears vengeance for all he's done, and he's right to be afraid. But he forgets the power of the Hist. I believe we can use the Hist to force him to return. Perhaps that is why he took the branch and gave it to the Khajiit in the first place. It's said a Saxhleel can sometimes be called home by the Hist. I'll give you the branch. Use it to mark the door to my brother's home. If it summons him, kill Zeeks the Knight. Kill my brother.
No! The Hist calls to me, pulls me back.
have returned. Is he... The traitor is dead. But that brings me no joy. I can only hope that Silent Mire will be left in peace once more. I'll return the branch to Lielvata. Take this, friend. It's not much, but it's what we can spare. You have returned. The traitor is...
Oh no, my poor wasps. You startled me. I thought you were a Khajiit pirate. I couldn't just leave the wasps. I made a mixture that fooled them into thinking we're part of their hive. I thought they'd be wonderful guard creatures, but not so much. But I've got a new formula that should turn them into an angry army. Let's see, a half-dozen wasp gizzards. But then you would have to get to my hut on the shore to make the concoction. I left my alchemy journal there. When it's made, toss the mixture onto the tree outside my hut. That will rile the wasps up. I thought the wasps could be useful. I had some success with the process, as you can see by my sweet Chezzik here. But they are skittish creatures, especially when they reach their full size. I was saving these. They're rather tasty when roasted and seasoned properly. Since you're helping us, it would only be fair to give you what I have.
Circle around.
Lancer Orchid. Welcome to my channel.
Hey, what are you... What the...
You're back, and you're not full of stinger holes. I heard their angry buzzing from here, and the yelps of the Khajiit. That's wonderful. You would make a good alchemy apprentice, but some other time. I've too much to do right now.
Got it! To the side!
Who has rung bell and woken Sadir? Who has made me fall from my high place?
You look a little blood-stained. Smells like Khajiit blood. Smells like victory. Then perhaps you understand how delicious revenge can be. Every insult and every slight must be returned in kind. You honor us, friend. Take this, and kill any who may wrong you. You look. Then perhaps you want.
Community Showcase. Welcome to my channel. S1FAKA. Welcome to my channel.
So who's this? Hold there. Visitors to Taldaic Fortress must adhere to protocol. We have very strict rules here. You should immediately report to General Gavrin Redoran at Taldaic Keep on the far side of the compound. A word of advice? The General has been somewhat erratic lately. Don't ask him too many questions. Let's just say he's been somewhat unpredictable, and he sees spies around every corner. You don't want to get him angry, trust me.
Leave me to my grief. Let me see that. By the three. My poor, darling Risa. I miss her so much. We had such an argument before she left. That was the last time I saw her. But to finally find out what happened to her, to get her amulet, it makes the pain a little less intense. I'll wear it always, to remember my beautiful, brave Risa. Thank you so much for easing an old woman's grief. Leave me to my grief. Leave me to my grief. I'll wear it always.
Poor mother. My sorrow is great to have caused you pain. I wish you would not grieve any longer. Here's peace, mother.
Cash Bear. Welcome to my channel.
Serving the needs of a... Serving the needs of a fool.
Magistrix Vox nearly destroyed Selphora, just because the people refused to bow down to her.
Serving the needs of a... Serving the needs of a fort isn't the same... Serving the needs of a fort isn't the same as setting up a shop in a city.
Sweet Dark Dragoness said, I think I am going to take a break. Thank you for watching.